Hello, welcome back. This is my channel. I just have some meanderings that I like to talk about regarding nursing school. My last video was on orientation day, and since then I've had several classes and they are in the prerequisites. So I'll explain to you that I've done physiology, I've done their foundations of higher education. That was my first semester. Now I'm on my second semester of prerequisites, and it should be my last semester of prerequisites. I'm going to the dreaded chemistry and statistics. Now personally, I am not a math girl. I'm not math brained. I've been dreading this semester since I decided to become a nurse. Since I went into this, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but we're past midterms. There's still a hope. There's still a chance for me. I'm getting through it. Yeah, not fun. I'm working part-time right now currently, so I have time to study a bit more, and the professors are very helpful. If you have any questions, they have an app called Remind. If you have any concerns about what's going on, they also offer tutoring. Mind you, they're online, and I didn't think I would succeed that well doing an online chemistry or online statistics, but stats is not too bad. It's really straightforward. Chemistry is tougher for me, for sure. So it is the defining point of whether you're going to be a BSN or an ADN, I believe, an Associates of Nursing. Is it called ADN? This is the defining subject. It's chemistry. If you can get through the chemistry, you can become a bachelor. You can get your bachelor's. If you opt out of chemistry, you can get your associates. Is from what I know. Because I remember one girl in one of my like anatomy classes back in the day, like 2 years ago maybe, she was like, well, you don't really need chemistry. But in my head, I was like, I thought you needed chemistry. See, I was taking prerequisites for nursing school without even knowing what the hell was going on. Sometimes you just have to go. Sometimes you just have to go and you don't even know where you're going. And then halfway through, you'll figure it out. I didn't even know I was going to get a bachelor's degree. I didn't even know that I needed chemistry. I didn't know a lot. I just told my counselor, nursing, what do I do? Take this class. And I just went. Now what? Take this class. And I went. Now take this class. And I went. And that's how it was until I started to get a bigger picture and get more information of what's going on. I don't know if you're like that. Maybe you're more experienced. Maybe you have family members who are nurses. That's the case a lot of the times. But I didn't know anybody who was a nurse in my family. Nobody was really doing shit, as far as I'm concerned. But what I really want to talk about is, at this point, at West Coast University, you have to take clinicals. And in order to do clinicals, you have to complete the clinical packet. So that was something I was a little nervous about. It seemed daunting. It seems daunting, and it is. Oh, it is. You have to, first, you have to go to a little seminar, a little PowerPoint virtual Zoom meeting with you and 100 other kids, 50, 40, I don't know. And then you go through an hour and a half PowerPoint presentation on how to get this clinical packet completed before a certain deadline. So I believe you have about 3 months to get it complete. Yeah, I know it's gonna take 3 months. It's pretty lengthy. I just got started this week, so maybe 3 weeks after 2 to 3 weeks after that Zoom meeting. I'm just now starting on things because I was like, give me 2 to 3 weeks. I need to breathe. I need to make an appointment. It's a lot. It's scary. Get on it as soon as possible, you guys. Sorry, my throat's kind of out. Like, my throat's dry. So I want to go over just a couple of key things that you would have to know or be aware of for your clinical packet being done here at West Coast University. First, you're going to need a Complio account. They have instructions on how to get that done, and so you can be aware of. I wrote everything in my notebook. This notebook has been carrying these past few semesters. It's almost empty too. I mean, like, I'm almost out of pages. So I bookmarked it. Where is it? Okay. No, that's not it. I bookmarked. There it is. So you're gonna need these turned in. Okay, so the information session for me was July 19th. The forms needed to be turned in September 12th. To just give you an idea, not even 3 months, like 2.5 months. I didn't really think too hard about that. So the first thing you need to do is go to your primary physician and get your titers ordered. That's going to include measles, mumps, rubella, varicella, hepatitis B antibody. Once you get those results, you go accordingly. Say you test positive for them. Say you have it. Say, I don't know, maybe you have a weird antibody. There are steps to go about that, and it's in the PowerPoint. Keep that PowerPoint with you because the PowerPoint slide explains all the steps that you need to do in case anything happens where any of these go awry. Say you get a result that's not so savory, there's steps to take. You're not booted out of the program if you have hepatitis. You're not booted out of the program if you have measles. I don't know. Maybe you are. There's ways to go about it. So that's what I did today, hence my armband. I got my titers ordered. That's the very first thing I had done. Then you're going to need tetanus immunizations, Tdap done within the past 10 years, COVID vaccine and booster. I'm not sure if everybody's like anti-vax still, but some hospitals just won't hire you if you don't have your vaccine. Now, I got my vaccination not because I got my vaccination a little later than most people because I was like, well, I'm the type of person that, like, I'll sell my soul for $1. I'll sell my soul for $1. I wanted to continue working and I wanted to continue making money. So I got the vaccine. I was like, fuck it. Like, if I grow an extra leg, oh, well. I was wary of the vaccine, just like a lot of anti-vaxxers, where I heard everyone out. I was like, yeah, it came out pretty fast, but at the same time, yeah, they were kind of developing something similar in the labs already, so it's just, it's not that crazy for it to be developed that fast. Also, I believe in medicine, I believe in scientists, but also I believe in like weird science and dystopian things too. So I was just like, I'm still alive. I still need to make a bag. And I'm not that like conspiracy theorist. So like I'm gonna side with the experts in this. So we did. And my parents are so funny, God bless them. They're like, Alicia, if you die from the vaccine, we're gonna get the vaccine too, so we could die with you. I love that. I love that because I've heard of so many families getting torn apart because of this vaccine thing and political things. And my parents are such ride or dies. They have, bless their hearts, but what else are they gonna do without me, to be honest? So bless their hearts. They were just like, jab me. I'm going down with her. I'm gonna die with her. So my whole family, and then my brother followed up too. He's like, fuck it, I guess I'll get the vaccine with you guys because Alicia is getting it for employment purposes. So my brother followed through. Have I been cussing too much? Because I know YouTube doesn't want me to cuss. Nobody's watching this, so it's okay. But yeah, my parents are willing to go down in the sinking ship with me if anything went crazy with the vaccine. We're still here. We're still here with autoimmune diseases, but we're still here. We do have autoimmune disease. Me and my dad do. Anyways, yeah, so if you really want to be a nurse, but you're just like really anti-vax, understand that there are going to be some doors closed. You can still be a nurse, but there are going to be some doors closed. So I will be getting a booster. It is optional, but some clinical sites require a booster or the vaccine in general, and that would be Hoag. Hoag is another big one. Hoag is a huge hospital, great reputability. Everybody knows Hoag. If you want to work at Hoag, you gotta get boosted and shot, honey. Like, you can't avoid that. I'm sorry. You can work at Memorial Care if you so scared. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to get a bag, y'all. Like, anyways, TB test. You also need a TB test. There's a special one. You can do the 2-step blood test or the QuantiFERON Gold. Thank God I got the QuantiFERON Gold because it's so much work. They have the steps on there for you. There's so much work. If you wanted to do 2-step, like, who the hell in the right mind would do the 2-step? Because they have to go to like the office like 2 or 3 times. And with the QuantiFERON Gold, you could just get your blood drawn, and there you go. That's done. You also have to have your West Coast University ID uploaded to Complio, which is the site that you'll be uploading everything on. I say bookmark this website and just keep it on your tabs on your computer because you're going to go back to it frequently. Driver's license, basic life support CPR, not first aid CPR. You need basic life support CPR, and it needs to be a class done in person. I have done this before as when I was like a home health agent or a senior care assistant. I have gotten basic life support just because I wanted the step above, and I already went through that class. So I'm not getting a renewal, though. I'm just going to start fresh because it's been so long. And yeah, what else? You need hospital safety, online acceptable from an LA certified instructor. So you need hospital fire safety. Look into which ones are accredited. Proof of health insurance, that's a big one. In these trying times, not everybody is insured. There's a lot of people losing insurance. So thankfully, I have a job where I'm keeping my health insurance on and I'm making sure of it. So you just need to have proof of health insurance and the effective date. Influenza vaccination. Now for this one, you need to wait until the fall. For me, it's the fall. I don't know when you guys are starting your clinical rotations, but for me, it'll be fall. You have to just wait for the school to email you for when that is available. CVS is a perfectly fine place to get this done. Like I said, complete your Complio account. There's details within that. Order a background check and a live scan through Complio, and it is paid for by the school. And then the last thing you have to worry about is the mask fit testing. It's done on campus, and it's required during the clinicals, during weeks 2 to 4. So you don't have to worry about it before clinicals. All documents must be scans or PDFs, no photos and pictures allowed. You know how you take a picture of something and just upload it? You can't do that. I do that a lot with a lot of things, but I can't do that this time. These documents are being sent to potential employers. Those are my last notes about it. So I'm nervous, I'm excited, but we will get this done and I will get past chemistry. If it's the last thing I do, I will get past chemistry. Jesus, this class is kicking my ass, and we haven't even started the real deal yet. This is literally an online class. It's making my brain burn. I hate chemistry. I'm never going to do this again. They keep saying, like, how are you going to be using this in nursing school? And I'm like, or as a nurse, how are you going to be using this chemical equation as a nurse? And I'm like, I hope to God I don't have to see a chemical equation as a nurse. Please do not. Please do not. I'm going to be like in my 3rd year as a nurse, and if somebody gives me a chemical equation from chemistry, I'm going to run. I'm going to jump out of the window. So that's how I feel. Other than that, like, those are my nursing school updates. Nothing crazy, nothing special. I'm still online. The action hasn't really started yet. But I hope you guys have a good day. Hope you guys stay well, stay healthy, and I'll catch you in the next video that might be uploaded in 3 months because I do not have a regular uploading schedule. Bye!